Kevin Michael Costner was born on January 18, 1955, in Linwood, California. The youngest of three boys, his childhood was marked by the bittersweet loss of one of his brothers, who died shortly after birth. Before we continue the video, we would like to ask you to like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for your understanding. Raised in Compton, California, Kevin experienced a modest upbringing. His father, William Costner, worked as an electrician and utilities executive, while his mother, Sharon, was a welfare worker. The Costner family lineage is deeply rooted in a rich blend of ancestries, with German, English, Irish, Scottish, and Welsh heritage woven into their history. Kevin's early years were steeped in the Baptist faith. His parents instilled in him the values of hard work, humility, and perseverance, principles that would later shape his career and personal life. Like many boys his age, Kevin engaged in various activities to find his passion. He tried his hand at sports, played the piano, explored poetry, and even sang in the church choir. But despite his involvement in so many pursuits, his academic journey was marked by a sense of detachment. Kevin wasn't a top student, but he did discover one form of magic that would later change his life forever: cinema. It was the classic Western film How the West Was Won, 1962, that captured his imagination, igniting a lifelong love for the genre that would come to define his career. As Kevin's father advanced in his career, the Costner family moved frequently, resulting in a somewhat turbulent childhood filled with goodbyes and fresh starts. From Ventura to Visalia, Kevin found himself having to make new friends with each move, a process that often left him feeling like an outsider. During this time, he attended Mount Whitney High School and later graduated from Villa Park High School in 1973, where he played baseball and made lifelong friendships. One of his teammates was Dennis Burt, who would later become a professional baseball player. After high school, Kevin enrolled at California State University, Fullerton, where he pursued a degree in business. While attending CSUF, he also joined the Delta Chi fraternity, immersing himself in campus life. But something unexpected happened during his final year of college. He discovered a passion for acting. This was not a sudden realization, but rather the culmination of years of curiosity and love for storytelling. After earning his Bachelor of Arts degree in 1978, Kevin faced a critical moment of destiny. While on a flight back from his honeymoon in Puerto Vallarta, fate intervened. Sitting nearby was none other than Richard Burton, the legendary British actor. The two struck up a conversation, and Kevin shared his interest in pursuing acting as a career. Burton's advice was simple but profound: follow your passion, and don't let fear stop you. That brief conversation served as a catalyst for Kevin, solidifying his decision to pursue acting full-time. It was a decision that would change the trajectory of his life. Kevin started small. Determined to support himself while chasing his dreams, he took up a series of odd jobs. He worked on fishing boats, drove trucks, and even gave guided tours of celebrity homes in Hollywood. Each day was a test of endurance, as he juggled acting classes with grueling work schedules. But with the unwavering support of his then-wife Cindy Silva, he stayed focused. His breakthrough would come sooner than expected. Kevin's first on-screen role came in Sizzle Beach, USA, 1981, a low-budget film that wouldn't be released until 1986. While the film didn't gain much attention, it marked the beginning of his journey in Hollywood. His real breakthrough, however, came with 1985 Silverado, a Western film directed by Lawrence Kasdan. This role showcased Kevin's raw talent and rugged charm, which would soon become his signature. The late 1980s were transformative for Kevin Costner. His roles in The Untouchables, 1987, and No Way Out, 1987, catapulted him into the limelight, establishing him as a bona fide movie star. His performances were magnetic, and audiences couldn't get enough of his screen presence. The following year, he starred in Bull Durham, 1988, and Field of Dreams, 1989, two films that solidified his association with America's favorite pastime, baseball. But it was Dances with Wolves, 1990, that became his magnum opus. Costner not only starred in the film but also directed and produced it, a decision that required immense dedication and faith. Shot on location with authentic Native American elements, the film became a cultural phenomenon. It won 7 Academy Awards, including Best Director and Best Picture. Costner had officially become one of Hollywood's most powerful figures. Kevin's love life became a hot topic in the media, with his high-profile relationships often stealing headlines. His marriage to Cindy Silva began in 1978, a romance that had been nurtured since their college years. Together, they welcomed 3 children: Annie, Lily, and Joe. Cindy supported Kevin through his early struggles, often taking jobs like playing Snow White at Disneyland to help make ends meet. Despite their strong beginnings, the pressures of fame eventually strained their marriage. Rumors of Kevin's infidelity on the set of Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, 1991, further added to the speculation. By 1994, their marriage had come to an end, with Cindy receiving a reported $80 million settlement, one of the most expensive celebrity divorces of the time. After his divorce, Kevin was linked to several famous women, including Courtney Cox, Elle Macpherson, Carla Bruni, and Naomi Campbell. But one of his most notable romantic connections was with Whitney Houston. Their chemistry in The Bodyguard, 1992, was electric, and rumors swirled that their on-screen romance had spilled into real life. Kevin later referred to Whitney as the one true love of his life, a sentiment he echoed during his emotional eulogy at her funeral in 2012. Love found Kevin again when he met handbag designer Christine Baumgartner in 1996. Their romance blossomed slowly but steadily. Despite a brief breakup in 2002, the couple reunited with newfound clarity. They married in 2004 in a lavish ceremony at Kevin's Aspen, Colorado, ranch. Together, they had 3 children: Caden, Hayes, and Grace, bringing Kevin's total number of children to 7. For nearly 2 decades, Kevin and Christine presented the image of a stable, loving marriage. But in May 2024, the world was shocked when Christine filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. The split, which drew intense media scrutiny, marked the end of a significant chapter in Kevin's life. Though his film career had experienced ups and downs, Kevin's role in the television series Yellowstone, 2018, marked a triumphant resurgence. As John Dutton, the patriarch of a powerful ranching family, Costner's portrayal captivated audiences. The show became a massive hit, earning a dedicated following and critical acclaim. To further connect with the Yellowstone series, Kevin even recorded an album with his country rock band, Kevin Costner and Modern West. The album, Tales from Yellowstone, featured music inspired by the show and offered insight into the emotional world of John Dutton. This project was one of many that showcased Kevin's diverse talents as a singer, actor, director, and storyteller. Kevin Costner's life is a tapestry of triumphs, heartbreaks, and unrelenting perseverance. From his humble beginnings in Compton to his rise as an Academy Award-winning director, his journey epitomizes the American dream. As an actor, he has portrayed iconic roles in The Bodyguard, Dances with Wolves, and Yellowstone. As a man, he has experienced love, loss, and rebirth, navigating his path with grace and self-reflection. Beyond the glitz and glamour of Hollywood, Kevin has left an indelible mark on American pop culture. His love for storytelling, his iconic roles in baseball films, and his enduring presence in westerns have made him a symbol of Americana. Through it all, Kevin Costner remains one of Hollywood's most enduring figures, a star whose light continues to shine bright. Even the most successful Hollywood stars face moments of adversity, and Kevin Costner was no exception. After his meteoric rise to fame in the late 80s and early 90s, Costner's career experienced a noticeable slump. His ambitious post-apocalyptic epics, Waterworld, 1995, and The Postman, 1997, were met with harsh criticism. Despite Waterworld eventually breaking even at the box office, it became a symbol of over-budgeted Hollywood excess, earning the unfortunate title of one of the most infamous flops in film history. The Postman, which Kevin not only starred in but also directed, was another blow to his career. The film, set in a dystopian America, had a noble message about hope and rebuilding society, but it was widely panned by critics and audiences alike. It went on to win 5 Golden Raspberry Awards, including Worst Picture, Worst Actor, and Worst Director. The backlash from The Postman forced Costner to retreat from the director's chair for several years. Hollywood, however, is a place where comebacks are always possible. Costner quietly refocused, taking roles in films that played to his strengths. He returned to his roots with For Love of the Game, 1999, a sports drama in which he played an aging baseball pitcher confronting his past while pitching a perfect game. The film resonated with fans of Costner's earlier baseball classics like Bull Durham and Field of Dreams. Though it didn't achieve massive box office success, it reminded audiences of his unique ability to bring heart and soul to sports dramas. In 2000, Costner starred in 13 Days, a political thriller centered on the Cuban Missile Crisis. Playing presidential advisor Kenny O'Donnell, he demonstrated a more measured, mature screen presence that critics praised. This film marked a shift in his career, as it showcased his range beyond his usual action hero and romantic lead roles. Kevin's return to form continued with Open Range, 2003, a Western film that he directed, produced, and starred in alongside Robert Duvall. Returning to his love for the Western genre, the film was a commercial and critical success. Unlike The Postman, Open Range was lauded for its stunning cinematography, nuanced storytelling, and intense action sequences. It proved that Costner could still capture the hearts of moviegoers, especially when he stayed true to his roots. Around this time, Costner also made an unexpected but memorable appearance in The Upside of Anger, 2005, playing a washed-up baseball player opposite Joan Allen. His performance earned him critical praise and showed audiences that he could tackle smaller, more grounded roles with humor and charm. Critics considered his role as Denny Davies one of the finest performances of his career. Throughout his career highs and lows, Kevin Costner remained a devoted father to his children. After his divorce from Cindy Silva in 1994, Kevin's romantic life was heavily scrutinized by the media. His brief relationships with high-profile women like Naomi Campbell, Elle Macpherson, and Carla Bruni made headlines, but none of these romances had the depth or longevity that his marriage to Cindy had. That changed when he met Christine Baumgartner, a model-turned-handbag designer, in the mid-1990s. Their romance was slow but steady. Despite their 20-year age gap, Kevin and Christine were deeply connected. However, in 2002, they briefly broke up, with Baumgartner reportedly wanting children, while Costner was hesitant about having more kids. After months of reflection, Costner realized that his fear of fatherhood was holding him back. Realizing he didn't want to lose Christine, he agreed to have more children. Their relationship rekindled, and in 2004, the couple tied the knot in a lavish, picturesque wedding at Costner's 165-acre ranch in Aspen, Colorado. The private estate, often referred to as Dunbar Ranch, after his character in Dances with Wolves, served as the perfect setting for their romantic outdoor wedding. The couple welcomed 3 children together: Caden, born 2007, Hayes, born 2009, and Grace, born 2010. The birth of his children brought Kevin a renewed sense of purpose, leading him to take fewer film roles to focus on family life. By the 2010s, Costner had become more selective with his roles, choosing quality over quantity. His career, once driven by blockbuster films, shifted toward projects that allowed for deeper character exploration. This led him to the small screen, where he would take on the role of John Dutton, a hard-nosed rancher and patriarch, in the hit television series Yellowstone, 2018. Created by Taylor Sheridan, Yellowstone revolves around the Dutton family's control of the largest contiguous cattle ranch in the United States. The show quickly became a cultural juggernaut, drawing millions of viewers and earning Costner a new generation of fans. As John Dutton, Costner's gravelly voice and stoic presence embodied everything fans loved about him: honesty, grit, and quiet strength. His performance as the morally complex rancher earned him a Golden Globe for Best Actor in 2023, his first major award since his Academy Award win for Dances with Wolves. Costner also played a more active role behind the scenes, using his musical talents to enhance the show's emotional impact. His band, Kevin Costner and Modern West, released an album called Tales from Yellowstone, featuring songs inspired by the show. Several of these tracks were played during key episodes, further deepening his connection to the series. While most know Kevin Costner as an actor, fewer realize that he's also a successful musician. His band, Kevin Costner and Modern West, blends country, folk, and Americana sounds, reflecting his deep love for Western culture and storytelling. The band was formed in 2007, with support from his wife Christine, who encouraged him to pursue his passion for music. Their first album, Untold Truths, 2008, reached number 61 on Billboard's Top Country Albums chart. Costner and his band toured internationally, playing concerts in Rome, Istanbul, and other iconic locations. Their follow-up album, Turn It On, 2010, was released in Europe and accompanied by a European tour. By 2020, the band had released Tales from Yellowstone, an album directly inspired by his role in the TV series. Costner's love of music was not just a side hobby, it was a genuine artistic endeavor. His performances offered fans a chance to see a different side of him, and his music reflected the same themes of love, loss, and perseverance that his films had explored for decades. One of the most emotional chapters of Kevin's life involved his relationship with Whitney Houston. Their on-screen chemistry in The Bodyguard, 1992, was undeniable, and fans around the world speculated that their friendship had grown into something deeper. While Costner always maintained that their connection was purely professional, he once referred to Whitney as his one true love, a comment that only fueled the rumors. Their bond became even more apparent after Whitney Houston's tragic death in 2012. During her funeral, Costner delivered a heartfelt eulogy that left many in tears. He spoke about their friendship, her beauty, her insecurities, and the impact she had on the world. "She was as beautiful as a woman could be," he said, "but she also carried a burden in her heart." Thank you for watching this video to the end. We would like to ask you to like and subscribe to our channel. Also, to stay up to date with all the latest events, click on the bell so you will not miss the next news releases.